I'm back with another video. Now, I have no idea who this Adina Rivers is, but I had asked to make a video about her, so here we go. I could generally give. Okay, this is what I want to do, because this is a 25-minute long video, and I'm not going to do all this in one shot. So what I'm going to do is this, man. I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to let it play till about 12 minutes in, and then go back and give my thoughts on what the fuck, what the red pill reality is. When you gotta, pick up on. I can tell this is gonna be another dumb bitchinese moment, because all bitches aren't dumb bitchinese. Some women are just dumb womanese. But this is gonna be. I can tell that this is gonna be dumb bitchinese. All right, I don't even got to hear her talk. Just seeing the start and the body language from here. So, and just a quick reminder, Patreon. Well, Patreon's there, and also shirts and shit like that is definitely available. So, without further ado, let's go with this. This is gonna be some thought shit, and I just ate too, man. Like, that's the hard part. I just ate some fucking chicken and some sushi. Now I got to watch this dumb bitch. I gotta hope I can keep what I ate down. Because these bitches are horrible. Anyway, let's go.
I need a moment. My heart is beating so fast right now. OMG, guys. This is gonna be crazy.
Okay, before we get too deep into it, I already read the bitch. It's been 44 seconds. I already read her. Okay, this is gonna be my educated guess. Is this? She's getting a little older. She's fading into nothingness. She was used to being the young pretty girl who never had to think anything through. So now that she's getting older, she's stuck to having to actually think. And when you spend the first 25 to 26 years of your life being worshipped because you were, cute girl and cute woman, she never had to think about anything. So now it's come to the point like Anna Akana was Tommy Loren was Autumn Thoughts, when they start hitting 27, 28, 29. They actually start having to think. You see? And now it's this whole... Okay. She's going to think her story's special, just like the black bitch and all them other... They think their shit is special. They're not. They put on makeup and suck cock. That was about it. She wasn't, but Brittany Renner, the Brittany Renner chick. All of them think they're special. All of them think that they did something different. Oh no, bitch! All y'all did, first you was luckily born biologically, physically attractive, mostly due to the age range you're in, and you put on makeup and sucked a few cocks, and got fucked. That is completely. But yeah, that's where I'm saying she's gonna be. And okay, was this uncensored relationship cheating? Okay, so she cheated. Usually when they bring it up, that's when it happens. Because if the guy had cheated first, she would have said he cheated on me. But the fact that she brings it up first and didn't say that he did it to her, she did it first. But let's go. 10 minutes.
I don't even know where to begin. Oh my gosh. Without even talking, I'm going to start to cry. You guys know me, I'm quite emotional. I will try not to cry, but if I cry, please excuse me, forgive me. It's just all been very emotional and very intense the last couple of weeks. And I decided that I do want to make a video about everything that has happened in the last couple of weeks, because you guys really matter so much to me. And I don't know each one of you personally, but for some odd reason it feels to me like having a friendship with you, even though I don't know you personally. But for me, my intention of doing these YouTube videos, my YouTube channel, was always to be authentic and real and not to fake anything. And you know what, guys? It's harder than it seems, because I never expected anyways that there would be so many people watching my videos, watching my journey, being interested in who I am. I was always more of an introvert emotionally. I was always more shy. Maybe you guys have watched my Draw My Life video, then you know about my past. And so it's been a huge journey for me anyways to be so much in front of the camera, and my voice is kind of shivering. But I felt like if I continue to make YouTube videos, I have to fill you guys in on where I stand and what's truly happening in my life. Because I'm talking about love, I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about sex, and yet here I am, and my love life is at times such a mess. It's beautiful, it's alive, but it is such a freaking mess sometimes. And especially the last weeks have been really, really, really intense for me. And I felt very alone also in many regards. Not that I don't have people to talk to, but because the decision that I have to take is a decision that only I can take. No matter what anybody else is, what kind of advice anybody else is going to give me, but I still have to take a decision for myself. So that's why it's been very intense for me. And oh
Bitch
my
ain't
God.
saying shit.
Yeah, and so I have been at crossroads whether I should share this journey or not, because it's so private, it's so personal, it's so intense. There's so much that you guys out there could judge about me, and now I could say I don't give a shit, but
Shut the fuck
I'm a human
up,
being.
bitch.
I'm
God
affected
damn.
by other people, right? We all are affected by the closest people in our life, and not just the closest people, but everybody around us affects us and our emotions and our well-being. So it
I
means
gotta
a lot
pause this shit. Cause this just goes back into what I say, man. See, bitches don't learn basic human emotions and realities until they end up older. I bet this bitch about 30. She's older. I can tell. See, because this is right when they start this whole self-help psychology shit. They don't, because bitches, they don't think like this when they're young and hot because they don't have to. This is fucking ridiculous, man.
to share this with you guys, and the reason that I'm doing it is because I so believe in authenticity,
Shut the fuck up.
realness,
Just say something,
and
bitch.
I
You ain't
believe
saying
that
nothing.
this is something we need more of in this world right now.
You ain't
I
saying
feel
nothing.
really not enough people who truthfully share of what is going on inside their hearts, inside their lives. And that
Oh
is
my
so
God.
because so many people fear of what other people are going to say about them. And
Oh my God.
for me,
It
I'm
took you
such a
15 years
warrior,
to
I'm such a
realize that.
fighter. I'm always striving for growth and to become a better person. So I feel like this is a really necessary step for me to do. And when I'm gonna tell you the whole story, you might think, oh my gosh, Adina, what the fuck? But I just ask you guys, please have an open mind. Try to observe yourselves and try to not judge, because in this world it's really hard to say what is right or what is wrong. We all have individual journeys, and you know how it feels to you when there's really some heavy shit going on in your life. Sometimes we mess things up. Sometimes
Heavy
other
shit.
people in our lives
Heavy shit. Translation. I got cute, sucked a few cocks, and got involved in drama. That's heavy shit.
mess things up. I personally have felt the best way to endure such moments and such situations is to be not judgmental with ourselves and not judgmental with other people as little as possible. We still have a lot of
For
ego.
real. If I would just get up and just walk away from this bitch. If she started talking in real life, I wouldn't. I would never fuck her. I would never even have the chance to even get my dick hard for a bitch like this, because she talk too goddamn much and ain't saying shit. Shut the fuck up. Say something. What the fuck is. The first 5 minutes ain't been nothing but common 6-year-old decent human knowledge and rambling on about some old nonsense. Shit that don't make. She's just babbling, man. This bitch is dumb as fuck. God damn.
And so we still are very judgmental, but we can at least try our best, and in that we become more general, we become more soft with ourselves and with others, and I think it's so helpful. So,
I bet this bitch is like 30 something.
I'm talking a
Is
lot.
this when I start talking
I'm
like
talking
this?
a lot, and I still haven't told you anything about what's happening currently.
Well, at least you can fucking acknowledge
So,
it.
okay, guys, where do I
But you
begin?
ain't said
Where
shit
do
for the first 5
I
minutes.
begin?
Yep, I knew it. She's 1982. What did I tell you, Muff? She's 4 years older than me. Oh, this bitch. Oh, yeah. See, this is when I don't even know who this bitch is, and I called that she's old because like women do not start talking with any type of intent of sounding intelligent until they get over 27, 28 years of age. Period. Most of because they don't have to. It's right here. She's born 1980, April 8th, 1982. I knew it. I figured she's probably about 32. I thought she was a little younger than me, but this bitch 4 years. She got 4 years on me, so she's 38. She done.
Okay, so you guys know that I am in a relationship with Oliver since I think 17 years. It's been a long, long time. And it's been a wild journey anyways already because I'm a wild spirit. I'm free spirited. I'm always seeking new adventures.
Okay, dumb bitch in these translation. I'm a wild spirit. I'm a free spirit. What that translates into, I'm typical woman who has no awareness of accountability or responsibility in the world. That's what that translates to. Okay, don't ever get that shit twisted. When a woman says I'm adventurous, I like to do this. I'm adventurous. I'm a free spirit. That's translation. That's translation. I love not being held accountable for anything. From a woman's perspective, that's what that means.
For me, once I have experienced one thing, I right away immediately want to experience something new. That's just how I am. I've never been the type of the mother kind of person, who's always at home. I'm not a homebody at all. I'm always out. I always need to explore. That's just who I am. And
and the reason why it's such a problem now is because she's 38 and she's fading off into nothingness. So now she has to start thinking. Do the math. DUDAMAF. Do the math on her. See, this is when they all of a sudden all this intellectual thought starts happening. When they when they notice that they're fading off. Guys are starting to go to the younger, prettier girls, and they ain't paying them as much attention. They don't have as much patience for her as they used to have anymore. That's when maybe they don't have patience because they don't know it's my free spirit, and they got to do the math. Oh, wait a minute, younger girls are coming out. I'm not pretty like I used to be. That's what the fuck, man. I lied. I said I was gonna let this shit play through. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Is very different from me. Yet, there's always reasons why people attract each other. And I really, 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 really adore this man so much. He has brought so much freaking goodness into my life.
Bullshit lie. Number 18 at this point. You see, look. Remember what I tell you guys, man. Women do not like you. Women do not like you. They do not love you. Woman's brain genuinely only likes and loves itself in the terms of a relationship with anything. Meaning, they like you for what you do to their status in life. You see, it's not you. It's nothing to do with you. It's how you make them look in life. You see what I'm saying? So and this is when that whole relationship starts. Like how most guys say at 30, guys get all the power and women start to fade off. See, this is right when it happens. See, she looks a little youthful and all this, so she can hold on to her looks a little better than especially most American women. But see what happens is when she was 20, the guy was always on her sniffing. Where's Adina? Where's Adina? And then she then got older, so now she realized, ain't nobody sniffing around me anymore. The last man who sniffed for me, I'll just obsess myself with him now. I just adore him. I love him. Oh, blah, blah, blah. See, because it flipped. It happens, man. It always happens like this. Yeah, I know. It's hard to think, isn't it? I know. Yeah.
I need a moment.
You need it, yeah. See what the typical guy would see is like, oh my god, a woman's crying. Literally, give her time to talk. See, no, that's not what happened. What's happening in her brain is she's finally hitting that mode where she actually has to genuinely think for herself. And since she never had to do it for the first 25 to 30 years of her life, it's going to take her far longer to come up with any type of logical sentence in her brain to reflect. Because she never had to think in this way before. That's where all this is. That's where all that, because she can't, because she's trying to stall thinking. Because she has no genuine thought. These thoughts have no genuine thought. They never had to. The man would always think for them.
And
Sean, come on, almost.
and
Almost.
he's basically
Still trying to formulate. See, take away the music, take away all this shit, and pay attention to what you're looking at. She can't even come up with a fucking sentence because she don't know how to. Right? It's not because her language; it's because she genuinely has no personal intellect. You know, I mean, she has some, but it's not great by no means. Okay, like I said, see, if it was something she wanted, she would have came with. Well, where would you like to travel to, Adina? Oh, I want to go to France. I want to go to Italy. She would have came up with that shit in a split second. But the fact that she actually has to come up with some actual intellect and logic, now she's stalling because she don't even know what the fuck to say. And it's so bad, she could have tried to plan this shit for weeks and she don't know what to say. Half the damn video was trying to come up with a sentence. The fuck out of here. She can't even come with a fucking talk, bitch. What the fuck are you doing? Don't nobody give a fuck about you crying.
And I basically grew up with him. I was 21 when I met him, and it's been a freaking long journey together.
Mm-hmm. You never had to think.
And, you know, in this world right now, there's not many people, I don't meet many people who spend such a long time with someone since they are young, especially in our generation, you know. I mean, and there's nothing to judge about that. It's just, you know, it's okay to have short-term relationships, longer relationships. There's no judgment. I don't say that people have to stay a long time together to have beautiful relationships. It's just that's what we chose. So we really have been together since 17 years. We walked together this life, been through the highs and lows, had 2 abortions, or
She cheated
had 1
first.
abortion.
She cheated first. She cheated first. That's where all this is coming from. Because if he had cheated first, it would have been all about him. But it's like, because what she's doing is, you got to watch bitches with this shit. Bitches are like master manipulators. Like with this momentum game and shit. She's trying to build. I would bet $1,000 to a donut. She cheated first. Because this is what bitches do. When they know they did something wrong, they gonna try to build the momentum up for you to like side with her and agree with her and all this to lighten the blow of what she actually did. She cheated first. I bet you $1 million to a donut. She cheated first, and she had fun doing it too. Because she cheated. Okay, what happened? Well, I tell you this: she cheated with such intent that she genuinely thought she found a better deal than that man, and then the man she cheated on him with dogged her out. So she went back licking her wounds, went back to the man. I will bet $1,000 because you gotta learn, man. When you learn bitches, you can smell this out from a mile away. She's trying to build up all this momentum. And it's like if he had cheated from the start, my boyfriend cheated on me, it would have been first in the title. All right? But it wasn't. It wasn't. What was it? Cheating. Because she's not going to say, I cheated on my boyfriend. Not a lot of women will say that because it's going to start out with them looking as evil. See, this is how women do. Woman's core purpose is to please, you see. But see, in these last-ditch effort as a 38-year-old woman fading into nothingness in Europe, because I looked up, she says she's German, so she has to compete with much better quality women here. So like here, like she can mess around and get passed up looking like this. But in America, men will worship the ground she walks on. You see, she's trying, like I said, she's trying to build, it's just manipulation. She's trying to build up you agreeing with her. That's what it is. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit to being wrong. But I study, like I know bitches. She fucked up first because she thought she would go off and find a better option, and that better option pissed on her and threw her out the next fucking morning. That's what happened.
Another abortion I did before that because I just was freaking way too young. I would not have been mentally capable of taking care of another child, And we have a son together, and yeah, we have been through a lot together already.
And where y'all at? Y'all traveling to?
And yeah, we have been through.
This is like some Asian country. Yeah, she cheated on him. She cheated. From $1,000 to a donut. She cheated on him first. I can see that.
Through a lot together already. I basically spent more time with Oliver than I spent at home with my mom and my dad. Yeah, and so it's been a long journey together. We have experienced a lot. We have gone already through a lot of drama together. He with me probably more because I always wanted so much adventures. And
see, I gotta go longer than 10 minutes because this whole first 10 minutes. See, pay attention to bitches. This whole first 10 minutes is her trying to get the momentum on her side of agreeing with her. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. And then she's going to drop it. I bet you. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit to it.
Experienced so many things, but it intensified even more in the last 4 years, I would say, because 4 years ago, I got to know another man, and I felt drawn towards this man. And about 4 years ago, I started a relationship with him, and it was very intense.
I knew it!
In the beginning especially. It felt very different. He had such a different character. He's just such a different being from Oliver. And it felt interesting to experience myself with him and to witness myself entirely different from how I am with Oliver. And I explored this in its full capacity. Now the thing is that I explored this for the first 3 months without telling Oliver, so Oliver
of course,
knew about this, learned about this, but
she went over there drinking his nut, taking dick balls deep in her throat, ass, and pussy, and wasn't telling him. Probably was withholding sex from the dude because he over there spending money on her. If I had to guess, I don't know the dude, but I could tell by the way he was smiling in the pictures and the way she was smiling like that. Like you can, I really can't define it, but you got to feel it like an animal nature. Like the way she was smiling and the way he was smiling, she was in control of that shit. And like every relationship, when a woman's in control, it's gonna go into disaster. You cannot let her get control ever. Okay, when you do, that is a one-way ticket to destruction. That's what woman does on the planet. And then what does she do? She starts looking out for another man who's not being led by a woman, and then go hop on him in hopes of destroying him. You see, do not let a woman lead. Never let a woman lead you. If anything, let her ass go and just sit up alone in your place all day, alone. I'd rather do that. All right. I called this shit. I called it.
3 months later. I will say though, I did wait to have actual sex with this man until he actually made a test, because it really meant to me a lot. It still means a lot to me to be sexually safe and to be sexually clean in any way. So this is something that always mattered a lot to me. I messed up a lot of things, but this always mattered to me a lot. So
that extra validation. See, but I'm still right though. I still did something good. I'm right though. See, man, you got where you go, bitches. They just funny, man. Like it's just funny. Like like I said a long time ago, somebody should like I should make a television show and just name that shit Women, right? I got an idea, and if anybody takes this shit, this is gonna be my proof that I came up with this first. I'm gonna make a show, and I'm so gangster. I will just name the show Women and just follow women around with cameras, and then have me in the bottom of the screen, like telling you what they all gonna do. And that shit, it would be. I don't even got to be there. Like women are so funny. They like you ain't got to name it. Women say the darndest things. Just name that shit Women and let them go. Like, cause they so funny. They don't even see. They so funny. They can't even see it. But I want to do that. I want to make a show where just be women living in a house together, right? And it just be me like in the bottom corner with a microphone, just like comment. Yeah, that bitch dumb as hell. She gonna compete with her. I bet that should be great. It would be great.
Yeah, and then 3 months into this romance with this new man,
Romance. 3 months into this romance. 3 months into getting balls deep fucked in all three of your holes with this man. That's translation. Romance. See, she's trying to. This is what bitches do, man. Like, you gotta love it. It's fun. It's hilarious. 3 months into this romance. 3 months into getting pumped balls deep by some other dude while your baby daddy sitting up paying for all the bills. Because, bitch, you ain't working. I can tell that. You don't work. Okay, that man was paying for all this shit. And you went off and got balls deep fucked by another dude. But you were clean, though.
found out about it, or I shared with him about it, and I shared to him directly also that I do want to continue to see this man intimately, and I do want to continue to explore this. This was really, really hard.
That was so motherfucking. See, I told the other dude. What did I tell you? The other dude fell into being the baby daddy. He baby wasn't beta at first, but he didn't know, whatever reason, he stumbled into being beta. You want to know how I know exactly why this is true? It's because she felt comfortable walking up to him, telling him that she would want to explore fucking another man. The fact that she felt comfortable doing that, he was a beta. She knew it. She knew it because she knows the men she couldn't do that with. All right? She knows she can't come to me with some crazy shit like that. All right? She would already know. All right, she knew. Like, see, with bitches, man, because they children, man. They know who they can get away with what with. They know. They not dumb. They know that interpersonal animal hierarchy shit. They know I can do this on him, but I can't do this with him, so I'm not gonna even go over there. I'm gonna go ask them for another cookie. I ain't asking Aunt Cheryl because Aunt Cheryl will tell me no. I'm gonna go ask Uncle Dan. Uncle Dan always give me the chocolate chip cookies when he always lets me go down. He always takes me to the slide and all that. It's the same bitches. They don't like I say so many times, man. Most women have the mental capacity of a 4-year-old child mixed with a German Shepherd. Now, every now and then, you'll find one who probably developed until she was like mentally 11 or 12. But usually for most women, their mental capacity absolutely maxes out at 13 years of age. Most of them. And everything after that, they just learn to tell you what they think you want to hear. Or dress the way they think, the way they think you want them to dress. I'm telling you, man, their brains do not go, they don't develop this. Because see, I'm on a whole nother rant, but then what happens is this, man. See, a man's mind keeps growing. And then, but see, what happens is, man, okay, like, let's say, like, let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so, like, let's say if a woman, she's growing to about, let's say, max 13 years of age, is like here, right? So a man, his intellect and shit keeps growing, right? Like, realizing reality, what to do, how people react, blah, blah, blah. So then, man, we want somebody, like on our level, that's up here. But see, the reality of it is, when a man starts looking for a woman, he's expecting her to be up here, but she's really down here. So in order to fully understand woman, a man has to now go backwards decades to remember how dumb and petty they were when they were 9 and 10 to get on that same level. So a man now has to keep his wisdom of being up here, but then also have the memories on what to do, but also stay on top of somebody who's mentally here. That's what's going to keep you alpha. It's not about how tall you are. All right, it's not about how much muscles you got, how much money you got. It's your brain that's what's gonna do it to bitches. Because bitches, they brains max out. Most cases absolutely will max out at 13 years of age. After that, they're gonna do the same shit that they was doing the whole time. They just getting by because they might learn how to get their hair a little longer down the side, and then you have some man whose dick she sucked to come paint her wall white with a nice couch behind it or some shit like. But they doing the same shit. They don't grow, man. They don't grow. Anyway, let's continue.
For me, because I would, before that, never be so straightforward and open and honest. I would always hide things for fear that I would lose Oliver, for fear of messing up, for fear of not being a good enough woman, you know? It's just, I always wanted to somehow fit in into this ideal of a perfect woman. And the idea that many of us have been portrayed by Hollywood movies or Disney movies, you find the right man and then it just clicks and just fits and la la la, and you live happily ever after. And I think for so many years I tried to fit into this picture, but when I met this man, I felt like I really, really needed to explore this other side of me. And
Bullshit. Okay, yeah. You got to watch how women will phrase words, how they're gonna phrase it, and it doesn't matter if English is her third, fourth, fifth language. You got to watch how they're gonna phrase it, because they're gonna like phrase it to sound like, oh, it really wasn't her fault. It was blah blah blah. No. This is bullshit. Okay, because I bet you the dude who she just wanted to explore with, I bet you he wanted some dude who was like relatively lesser than her. It was some dude working at McDonald's. It was some dude driving a forklift. It wasn't some motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, serving pizzas at the local pizzeria. It was a motherfucker who was like better at some. It was a dude who she genuinely thought she could run off with and have a better deal with him. And that dude kicked her out to the curb. That's what happened. Because if he didn't kick her out to the curb, she would have just bounced and had a kid with him and let that other dude and the kid alone to go starve somewhere. That's what the fuck would have happened. See, you gotta, man, watch them. Watch them, man.
I felt it was just of immense importance for my personal growth as well. And on the other side, I also did not want to lose Oliver. So
right.
What happened was that
you don't want to lose Oliver because Oliver was the sure bet beta bucks. You don't want to lose that, because if you lose that, you ain't gonna have no income. Right? So you got to keep that shit somewhere. You already got him trapped with a baby. All right. But yeah, you didn't want to lose Oliver, because Oliver's role, right? I don't know Oliver personally, but his role right now with you is beta bucks. All right. Yeah, after doing the math on it, his role is beta bucks now. And it's not just because he had a kid with her. It's because of how him as man, like somewhere he fucked up. All right. I don't know him personally. If she felt comfortable to come home and ask him some shit like that, he fucked up and he fell in the beta tier. And she, like, her woman's nature knew it. But see, man has to, as men, we associate, like, stone cold logic. So like we would know it and see it. Like if I got Oliver to sit down and talk in a conversation, we can deduce probably within the exact month or week when he fucked up.
Dive deeper into the idea of open relationship, free relationship. It was super hard for Oliver, but we did then start to speak about open relationship. You guys know that I made a video on free relationship. That was exactly during that time. I made more Q&As on this whole thing. But the truth is that Oliver and I, we were still so much in the beginning. Oliver was still very much hurt by the whole situation, because I was not gentle with him, I would say, because I really just continued to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to see this man.
Of course, she was not gentle. Why? Because she thought she legitimately had a better option she can leave Oliver for. That's why she was. See, when did all this gentleness come back out? When that other man didn't work out. That's when all this gentleness worked out again. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, man, look, hey, I just rolled out on that bitch. Bye. Do the math. Why was she admit I was not gentle when I was seeing the other man? I was not gentle. Why wasn't she gentle? Because she thought she found a better option than Oliver that she would run off on him with. And then when did all this gentleness? I'm just gentle now. See, bitches only know how to act when they've been humble. That's when all that gentleness came back out. When she wasn't. Look, when Oliver's presence wasn't humbling her anymore, she lost all gentleness. And guess who she had the gentleness for? That other man that was better than Oliver. That's who, because that other man's existence humbled her. You see, you got to stay a motherfucking man with bitches, man. You cannot let up. You can't let them get away with shit. All right? You cannot let them, because she's going to lose respect. Because in other words, she said she lost respect for him. All right? In other words, she said she wasn't gentle. In the woman translation, she lost respect for him because she was getting pounded by another dick. All right? That she did. Now, I bet you she respected that dick. I bet you that.
Wanted to explore this with him, and it was kind of like Oliver had to deal with it in a way. And
Yeah, you see that? Oliver just got to deal with it. Deal with it, Oliver. I'm off getting fucked by Padre. Right? Go deal with it, Oliver. You fucking bitch. Deal with it. I'm getting pounded by Andre. Take my son to Chuck E. Cheese some shit, you punk ass bitch. I'd rather go get deep throated by Andre. You see, she's telling this bitch is fucking worthless, man.
And it was really hard for him. It wasn't easy.
Okay, and I'm gonna go all deeper too because I want to save this to the end because I'm probably just gonna make this one long ass video now. Okay, because what happened? Like I said, she had Padre pumped and dumped her, piss spit, made her puke on his dick and all, and kicked her to the curb. And so what happened was the baby's father probably woke up and seen like how beaten, pathetic she was. So now, so what's going on in her head is this: she's gonna learn how to act for Oliver now. Because she fucked up. She went out there, she tried, she got hurt, and now she knows she's 40. You know, there's not going to be much chance for anything else after this anymore. So she's going to start learning how to act for Oliver. Now, the thing is, she's going to know, she knows that Oliver lost a lot of respect for her. Oliver's still going to be a little blue pill dude, you know, because all that shit. But his deep down core lost respect, and she can smell it on him that he lost respect for her. So now it's like, well, this is the best I could do, but he doesn't respect me. Now I'm just always kind of sad and depressed now because I can't, because nobody's worshiping me anymore. Long story short.
But I think these moments never are easy. So yeah, this is it. It went back and forth, the whole thing. Oliver during this time, because he was so hurt, he moved out sometimes, then he moved back in, then he moved to another house. He had something going on with other women. He had also sex with another woman and met there another woman and this and this and this. But as Oliver explained me, it was a lot also because he was hurt, and so he kind of tried to balance it out and see how it would feel like for him to do something similar.
Okay, yeah. And see, with that right there, the fact that she cheated first, then he started doing all this shit, she still can't respect him as a real alpha because, the only reason he was doing it was because she did something. You see what I'm saying? See, now, had Oliver had just ran off and just kept doing his life, and living his life how it's supposed to be going, and with just with the addition of this fucking tramp over here, she would have gained a lot more genuine respect for him. But the fact that he went out and started fucking other bitches and shit because she went out and sucked another cock, she can't respect that because, he's following her. You see? Never follow whatever. Man, like, I tell you, you can take it into, like, basic little shit. Like, if you really want, like, a strawberry sundae, right? And your bitch orders a strawberry sundae first. Just order something different. Order a fucking macaroon pie or some shit. Like, it's the little bitches. It sounds funny and it sounds petty, but that's petty woman mind. She's paying attention to those little things. If you really want a spaghetti one day, and your girl orders spaghetti, she brings up and she wants spaghetti first, some shit like that, you go order chicken wings. All right? Do something different. Because, like, it's the little things that women pick. Like, they're petty. The little things they're keeping out. Oh, he's following me with this. You see, they do. This is what woman mind does. Never follow unless it's like life or death or some shit like that. Don't follow a woman. Don't do it.
And then last year, after I went on a trip again with this man to, I don't know where it was. It was just 2 days that we went somewhere together, but I think Oliver was hurt. He was upset at home. So he started to go on Tinder, I think, and then met this other woman. And apparently they had a really beautiful connection and good conversations. And me, crazy as I am, jealous also as I am, which makes total no sense. But I'm a fire being as well. I checked his WhatsApp. I read his WhatsApp messages. It was very intense and very sexual, the way they talked. And I'm not proud of that. I'm just being straightforward and honest. This is just real me. This is life. Fuck it. So
see, now, yeah, you see, that's where he fucked up too as a man. All right? Don't tell her you was fucking other bitches. Don't verbally tell her this shit. Let her see you, let her watch you walk in the room and you just walking different now. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't ever tell her. Because once you tell her, now she knows. And the more woman knows, the more comfortable she's going to get. You got to keep her in that state of uncertainty. She don't know exactly. I don't know. We never said it. No. See, that's when you're going to get her back down to acting like she got some actual sense. See, when you try to... when bitches do dumb shit like this, right? Do never try to make them feel your pain. Okay? Don't do something because she did something. Don't try to make her feel your pain. Okay? How you hurt a woman, like I say so many times, how you hurt a woman the most is not by yelling at her, screaming at her, getting back at her. That's the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do if you trying to hurt a woman to show that she fucked up, ignore the fuck out of her. She ain't involved in your life no more. She don't know nothing else about you. That's how you get at her. That's how you knock her down some notches again. Don't this whole getting back at her shit, yelling at her, screaming. Oh, see, in woman's mind, all that is doing is validating that she must be worth energy. Now she might get a little hurt a little bit from here or there, but at her core, it's like what woman's nature sees is I must be still worth it because he feels the need to come yell at me and scream at me. But see, when you don't say shit to her, that's when she lose all her perceived value. It's like, oh, he won't even talk to me. He's not even screaming at me. He's not even yelling at me. He should be, but he's just ignoring me. He's not even saying anything to me. That's how you knock her motherfucking ass down. All right?
So I checked his WhatsApp messages and...
Yeah, because see, now y'all on this whole, like, petty girlfriend shit. You checking his messages. She's checking your messages. You checking his messages. See, no. Don't do, like, okay. Okay, as a man, he's still kind of winning because she feels the need to go do that. But, like, it's still on that woman. Like, you falling more in line of, like, that other female cheerleader that she's mad at in high school type shit. You see, like, because this is not going to, see, doing this is not going to force her to submit to you. Doing this is going to start picking these little petty cat fights and shit. If you want her to submit to you, ignore the fuck. Tell her you don't want to talk to her. And then just ignore her ass. That's how you do it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Seriously. If you want her to submit to you, ignore that bitch. When you usually call her, don't call her. When she usually call you, you busy. You know what I'm saying? Start distance yourself. That's how you see. She's still not in the mode of like fully submitting to him. I can tell you. Because I don't even know this bitch. But I tell you where she is. She still is not in... I hope she sees this video. She is not in the area of fully submitting to him. She's in the area of, okay, I'm realizing I can't do any better than you, so I'm stuck with you type of thing. It's more in that area than actually respecting him.
It just was a lot for me, and I got super, super jealous. I made life super hard for him as well, and it was not easy for him to explore that romance with this other woman because I was super jealous. And then he flew to Berlin and got to know another girl, and I had sex with this other woman in Berlin as well, with who he said he also had a beautiful connection. It was just a different type of woman. So oh my gosh, it was just a freaking insane last year already. I was battling my inner demons, my freaking jealousy. I was just freaking battling myself, but it was a very important and good time for me. And during this time, actually, I stopped seeing the other man because I was so involved with Oliver. I was so scared also of losing Oliver. And so I did not see this other man for almost a year. And yeah, and then actually it started to be really nice again at the end of the year between Oliver and I. Somehow he stopped seeing the other women, not because I asked for it, but it just happened gradually after a long period, like more than half a year of intense difficulties between the two of us. But then everything was more peaceful. We went to Finland beginning of this year. And then
why she got her ass hanging out? Look at this shit. This fucking worthless ass.
Everything was more peaceful. We went to Finland.
Would you want the mother of your child on YouTube prancing in the snow with her ass hanging out? Look at this shit. Like, how are you supposed to respect it? How are you supposed to respect this woman? This is the mother of your child, dog, and she on YouTube with her ass hanging out in a thong. Trying to get sympathy. Are you fucking kidding? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Almost lost it there. But for real, how many men? Okay, first off, what? See, this is what I'm saying. She don't fully submit to him or respect him. Because if she did, she wouldn't have her ass hanging out in a YouTube clip prancing in the snow. The fuck? This bitch is so confused from Instagram and social media that she don't even know what respect is anymore. All right.
Beginning of this year, and then somehow, I don't know, I started to see the other men again, because also I feel so drawn to his spirit, his the different way of being that he has, and the different things that he's bringing out of me, not even just as a romantic partner but even as a friend. It just feels really important to me to have this side as well. So I went back to see him beginning of this year, and again I didn't fully disclose the whole situation to Oliver. I basically went on seeing him, and I didn't sit down with Oliver and said, hey, yo, Oliver, I'm back seeing this man. And that was no good idea. It was a very not good idea. So I think
no, it wasn't a good idea. But see, because women are so impulsive, it's your biological nature. It wasn't a good idea, and you knew it wasn't a good idea when you did it. But see, I know dumb bitchinese. See, what happened was you wanted Oliver to be that independent, solo, strong male that Pedro was. You see, so in order to try to get that rile up out of him, you went back and told him that you was fucking another dude to see if his testosterone would start pumping out his blood again, and he would have some balls to actually, respond correctly as a grown, strong, independent, red pill minded man, and discard of you. Because if he had discarded of her, then she wouldn't have went back to the dude. Because see, now she's got to make that up from being discarded from him again. Long story short, when bitches do off the wall shit like this, when bitches do off the wall shit and bring it to your face like that, because she could have did this off the wall shit, just never said anything about it, and just left Oliver and bounced or whatever. See, she could have did all. She could have just disconnected from him and just got child support and moved on, whatever the fuck. You see, when a woman comes up to your face with some off the wall shit like this, what she is really she's frustrated. Okay, and what she's really trying to do is she's losing respect for you as a man. And she's trying to get you angry. She's trying to push you to get you to be Mufasa again. That's what to try to get you to claim your dominance again. That's what she's doing. You see, and Oliver because he probably done fell in. That's my baby mama. I love her and all that. That's my baby mother. I never let her go. Some shit like that. and she is just so confused and fucked up that she don't even know what to do now. Because she can't get Oliver to become Mufasa. And Pedro don't want to marry this bitch. So she just and then she know if Pedro's fucking her, Pedro's fucking some younger bitches than her. She don't know, she has nowhere to turn to.
That led to the point of where we are today, where I am today. Of course, like about 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, I don't know anymore, Oliver texted this man. Oh, I have forgotten to say that this man and Oliver have actually hung out together. They actually spend good times together as well. They know each other. I do believe they also like each other. But as said, it's not easy to deal with these huge emotions and these conflicts.
How much y'all want to bet Oliver's paying for his shit too? How much y'all want to bet? If it makes her happy, I'll do it. How much y'all want to bet Oliver's paying for? Oliver's paying for Pedro. I'm just calling. I don't know the motherfucker's name. I'm just calling him Pedro. How much y'all want to bet Oliver's paying for Pedro shit too? How much you want to bet?
Different interests. So about 5 weeks ago, Oliver sent a message to this man and asked, hey, because he had a feeling, so he asked like, hey, are you back being intimate with Adina? And this other man, which is also cool about him, is very honest. So he said, yes, I am being intimate with Adina. And that blew off everything. That moment blew off everything and changed a lot of things. Oliver was super, super hurt by so many things, I think. By me still not being able to be really straightforward and direct. I don't know. It's so many things to put into this video right now. I think this is also something that he would have to share directly with you guys. I cannot talk about him and his feelings. I can only share my perspective. And
this
so,
bitch is wild.
Yeah.
This bitch is wild, son. This bitch is wild. She has not been checked by any alpha man, and she is just... This bitch is just butt-fuck wild. She has no morals, no boundaries. She has been completely led astray by beta blue pillism. That she has just been led astray. This is sad. This is what... This motherfucker texts the other dude, hey, you fucking my girl, dog? Yeah, man. Oh my god, I'm so sad, bro. Are you fucking kidding? And they still sitting around hanging out with this bitch. See, and now the bitch done put it on YouTube. She ain't thinking, what is her son gonna see? What messages is it sending her son? In 10 years, when he see mommy on YouTube talking about how she getting pile drived by 2 different dudes, and they sitting up paying for all her shit just because she a relatively, attractive woman. This is fucking ridiculous. The fuck out of here. Fucking tramp.
That's where we at. It hurt Oliver tremendously. It hurt also the other men, because the other men also believed that there was total clarity and everything was clean and clear, especially after all this long time. But it turns out not, and it turns out not for various reasons. Obviously, I thought that Oliver wasn't really at the point where he would be happy about this. His dream was always that it would be me and him, and only that. And so here I am battling myself that I want to be that. I want to be this dream woman. And yet I also have so many other cravings and desires, and it doesn't freaking mean that I don't want this with Oliver.
No, you see, yeah, and actually, not look. Okay, my fault is with Oliver at this point. My fault is with Oliver fucked this up. Because she's just a dumb bitch, all right? She's just a dumb bitch following any leader that's gonna come around. She's made that clear. She's a dumb bitch who's gonna follow anything or anyone that's gonna come around. All right. At this point, it was Oliver's job to train her properly, and the fact that Oliver keep letting this bitch come back around, she's just following whatever's gonna, anybody who's gonna say anything of any dominance. That's where she's going. All right, if she ain't tell you about them other 2 dudes that she sees periodically, and probably another woman, she ain't telling you about all that. This bitch is she is fucking, and then she's 42. Man, look, this bitch is nothing but gutter trash. She's just good looking gutter trash, but she's gutter trash nonetheless.
I love this man so deeply, and I really want to be with him as well. Yet, what I said before, I can't deny my own heart that it also craves to explore this other side. Some people call this polyamory, other people call this open relationship.
No, man, what it is a man didn't train his bitch properly, and she ran off the charts crazy. That's what it's called.
I don't want to give it any name. I just believe that any relationship with any human being, may that be with parents or with a close friend or with our romantic partner, it has to be flexible, because people will hurt you, people will fuck you up, people gonna lie to you, say things that are not true for you, say things that you don't like. And what can we do about it? Are these people bad? Am I bad for not being capable, also due to my past, of always speaking what's on my heart? I just fucking thought that it's wrong. But I'm coming more and more to conclusion that it is okay to be who I am. It is okay to desire what I desire. I'm still lovable. I'm still a good person.
No, because see, the fact that you had to say it means that you know you're not a good person and you know you're not lovable. Other than getting fucked. Put on some sunglasses so we don't see them crow's feet under your eyes, and put on some makeup and shit, and you can get fucked. But yeah, see when women start saying, I'm lovable, that's the clear sign that she knows she's not.
it's been a long journey for me, you guys. It's been a long journey for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, long journey, sucking cocks and getting in the drama. That's a long journey. Long journey. We're just sucking cocks and sucking cocks, putting on makeup, and getting in the useless drama. It's a long journey.
Yeah, the whole thing got topped off with the fact that Oliver got really upset. We had that night a conversation about everything. He was so hurt. We ended up having sex. That night wasn't a good night to have sex in many regards. It was good, but now I'm pregnant.
No, what he should have did was he should have turned you down for sex. That would have humbled you more. The fact that y'all went ahead and did it, she still can't she still can't respect him because he ain't never putting his foot down telling her no. That's why she can't respect it. Well, she can't get humbled by him. She can respect him because she figures she's getting older and she knows he pretty much ain't going nowhere because after how he's dealt with her up till now. She can respect him for that, but she can't respect because he ain't never telling this bitch no. He ain't never ignoring. He ain't never going off his own life. That's why she ain't gonna. She gonna go back to Pedro, Sanchez, and all them other motherfuckers because he ain't never telling her no. That's why.
And that night, I knew, and I shared also with Oliver that it wouldn't be so good to, share his essence with me. But I guess things are the way they are. There's nobody did anything wrong. It's just the beautiful messiness of being human. I think
beautiful messiness of being irresponsible thought. Okay, I'm gonna end this shit right here, man, because she ain't saying nothing but just some old goofy shit to try to get you to feel sorry for her dumbass actions in life. So this is gonna be a message to Oliver, man. What you got? Look, man, this shit's gonna hurt you like hell. But what you gotta do is this, man. You got to move on with your life. All right, because once a woman is once a woman feels comfortable doing this type of shit to you, she is never gonna fully respect you. Like I say in my other videos. Once a woman's brain moves in one direction, she can't go, oh, this is wrong. I need to go another direction to fix everything. And then turn around and go, no. Once it's going that way, it's going that way forever. So I'll message to Oliver, man, bounce. Don't say one word to her. She'll figure it out. Leave. And apply for the custody for the kids and just roll the fuck out. That's what I would do. Because this shit is not, look, there is no scenario where this plays out where you have any peace of mind with this bitch. There is not a one. Especially at the rate it's going. If she felt comfortable to come home to you and ask you, can she go fuck another man? No. There is no way you can fix this. It's over. Just bounce. And see, because then when you bounce, she's going to come back begging you to come back. You see. And the only reason she's going to be begging you is because you left first. You see, that's another thing. It all depends on who leaves first with a woman. If the woman left you first, she ain't really gonna care about you that much. Blah blah blah. Whatever the fuck. See, the only reason she started getting jealous that Oliver was going out dating other motherfuckers is probably because she started feeling that the main guy was probably getting distant and was probably fucking other bitch. So her attention went back to Oliver. Go back to her safe bet. See, like, man, look, leave them hoes. Like, don't. Like I said, I made a video a long time ago. Never be afraid to dump her. Don't be afraid of that shit, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Oliver, bounce. This shit is no good. This bitch is no good. She's cute. I get it. She's a little cute. Got long hair. Probably dresses up for you in sex and shit, in bed, shit like that. But this is, man, look, man, let me tell you. The pain, the pain and frustration and time and energy spent on this thing is just not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Just bounce. Trust me. All the days of waking up, you just, oh my god, what's Adina? What's Adina doing? Oh my god, you out bowling with your homeboys. Oh, well, Adina didn't text me back. Maybe she's out with another man. See, all that shit is not worth it. Leave. She is not. Because the only reason she's kind of worth it now, because as a man, you add more value to her because she's cute. All right, you can go buy this woman for $50. In Europe, all right? This bitch is not worth all this trouble and effort. Anyway, man, I'm out of here. Again, merchandise for sale, Patreon, all that shit. Thank you for everybody who watches my channel. If you even know the first letter of my name on this channel, man, it means a lot to me. I appreciate everybody, even though I'm really bad with getting back with emails and shit like that. I try, but I'm really bad with all that shit. Hey, have a good day. I'm out.